This is Della Matthews, and she's here to talk to us about the Implant Awareness Society.
It's indeed a pleasure for me today to have you here, Leanna.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to talk about the help that the Implant Awareness Society gives women and men who are suffering from the effects of silicone. We formed the society with the help of my husband, Richard Matthew, in December 1994, registering the society with Victoria, and then we registered the society for tax deductions with Ottawa in February 96. So, and we have a lot of help available. We have a website now. It's just one word together, implantawareness.com. And we've got lots of information on there now that'll help men and women suffering from the ill effects of silicone implants. That's both hard silicone implants, saline, and silicone gel. They're all known in the medical field as silicone implants.
Okay.
Even the saline is referred to as silicone because the saline has an elastomer shell that is made of silicone.
And also lots of toxins too.
Oh yes, there's lots of toxins in the shell.
I'd like for you to talk a little bit about how you became aware of the problems with silicone in your body and how that began to form the group.
Okay. I was implanted by Dr. Fowlo in Calgary, Alberta, paying for the implants myself. They were Dow Corning 500 series, which I learned many years later were one of their worst series that they ever put out. And I encapsulated almost immediately, and I went back for my first visit to see him, which was within the week, and my breasts were hard, and they were hard under all the bandages. And he said, "Oh my goodness, what's happened here?" I said, "What do you mean, what's happened?" He said, "Well, you've encapsulated." I said, "What's that?" He says, "Well, your breasts are firm." Oh, I didn't know they weren't supposed to be firm, and I didn't know they were under the bandages. Oh, he says, "I've never seen it before." Well, that was a lie, because he told me he'd been implanting women for over 10 years, and almost all of us encapsulate.
Wow.
Encapsulation is a normal process. It's painful. It's calcium that your body forms around all implants, whether they're silicone or not, but all implants encapsulate. And my breast implants were a defective pair. We know that because they were checked by a specialist in Ottawa, and he said the fill holes were not properly sealed. So they would have felt greasy to the touch. But anyway, the doctor put them in. I suspect they were a pair that he was going to return. And anyway, the first thing to bother me was my stomach. I had such terrible pains in my stomach, and I couldn't understand why. My stomach still bothers me today, so I've got a very problematic stomach, and there's nothing you can do for it. It's been explained to me that the reason we have a lot of these serious problems with breast implants is that they sit here, and inside they're only meters, pardon me. They're so close to your lungs, so close to your heart and your stomach. And this is why almost all implanted women with breast implants have severe problems with their heart, their lungs, and their stomach.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the process of how the body reacts to the silicone and what happens and the symptoms that come along with that for just in general for a lot of the women and men that do get any of the types of implants?
Well, we have a big journal here, and this was given to us quite a few years ago now, and it's called Seminars in Arthritis and Rheumatism, and it's a symposium on silicone-related problems. And this is found in all medical libraries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dr. Louis, a professor, was good enough to spend time talking with me,
Mm-hmm.
and he gave me a list of all of the symptoms that this professor found in this book.
Mm-hmm.
And this book is 60 pages, but you can still obtain a copy at your library.
Excellent.
And he goes through the symptoms, and I think I'll read them because someone listening to me, it just might twig. You have aching hands and feet and arms, legs, and body. Burning bladder, burning hands, feet, arms, legs, body.
Mm-hmm.
Can't read a word, can't remember what you've read. Chest pain, confusion, cough, cramping, diarrhea, digital ulcers. By the way, you get digital ulcers in your nose and mouth as well.
Mm.
Dropping things, dry eyes, dry mouth, easily bruising, fatigue, fevers or night sweats. Fingers, toes turn blue, red, purple, and white. Getting lost, hair loss, incontinence, insomnia, joint pain, joint swelling, lymph node enlargement, muscle and skin tenderness, numbness of the hands, feet, arms, legs, and body, oral ulcers, palpitations, poor coordination, rash. You get a rash on your upper part of the breast and up on the neck.
Mm.
Fortunately, we don't get the rash on our face too often.
Mm.
You say things you do not mean to say. You have skin nodules, you'll have strangling feelings, stumbling and stuttering, tingling hands, feet, legs, and arms, trouble swallowing, unable to concentrate, visual problems, and water retention, weakness and weight change.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very lengthy list. And he also gave us the diseases that are associated with this. And a lot of times we'll have the symptoms that MS people have,
Yeah.
although we don't have MS.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't pronounce a lot of these, but they can be found on my website.
Mm-hmm. A lot of these don't show up in a blood test in Vancouver either.
That's right, they
Yeah.
don't show up in blood tests. So this is why your doctor will say, oh, you've got IBS, the irritable bowel syndrome. Oh, you're going into early menopause. I've had women come to me that have been in their 20s, and the doctor insists they're going into early menopause. Um, the whole family suffers with this. When the woman gets implanted, she's so sick she can't cope.
Mm-hmm.
It affects her family. It certainly affects her significant other,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just really not the help for her in the medical community.
Mm-hmm. I've had quite a few of these symptoms myself too.
You've suffered with them.
Yeah, for years now.